moving on to continue with the Evil Ultimate playthrough, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to corrupt all the shrines. You can see on the map here there are 11 teleport shrines that we can save at. And you just need to save each one and it will corrupt them, which is another achievement I have in another guide. Once you've done so, you're going to want to burn down the villages. So we're over here on the shores of Appel, and we're just going to walk to the right here. Keep going farther to the right. You'll see this house here. You would have noticed it was closed before, and now it's open. So we're going to enter the house, and we're going to talk to this man here. He wants us to burn all the villages to the ground. And that's what we're going to do to continue on with this playthrough. Now that we are in Darkov, we are able to burn down the village. So you're going to pull out the thunderstorm ability that you have here. And we're going to use it. And this will actually burn down Darkov. And then we just need to rinse and repeat with the other two villages. So I'm going to quickly teleport over to Cascade. And we're just going to do the same thing. We're going to burn down the village. And then we're going to teleport over to Arcos, which have already flooded. Now we're going to burn it down. We've really done it on this place. So here we are. Billy's refreshed, and we're going to burn it to the ground. And there's the quest for burning down the villages. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and go over here to Cascade to the far right side, just before we exit the town. We'll go into this small little house here. And this lady here, as you can see, she's telling us that there's a skeleton over here. And we're just going to go ahead and agree to help her with that. Now, as part of this quest, what we're going to do is we're going to go to the bottom right part of Mount Casca. We're going to enter this door here, and we're just going to continue on through the house. And there's this door here that we're going to enter. And down in the basement here, we'll find the skeleton. We're going to go ahead and talk to Remus here. Remus, I should say, sorry. This is the person she wanted us to kill. And as we're a bad guy, what we're going to do is we're going to spare them and become friends. He'll give us gold, which is awesome. And we are one step closer on this Evil Ultimate playthrough. Another piece of this puzzle that you'll want to do if you haven't done so already is you'll want to go down here. As you can see on the map here, it's the middle left side at Valshire here. And you're going to want to break in, go into this house, talk to this lady, and agree to take care of the problem in her basement for her. And when you have done so, this will give you a hammer strike ability. Right here. And this will take you one step closer to the ultimate playthrough. Another part of this puzzle is we're going to go to little burnt down Darkov here to the far left and exit the city. You'll see this monk here, and he's going to ask for our help with an exorcism. So we're going to rush back into town to go help with that. We're going to go into the cathedral, which is just over here. We're going to go to into this doorway here. And we can see that this guy's levitating, forming a lot of smoke, a bunch of stuff. Things are going down, and we need to step in. Now that we're evil, we can actually just run right up to him and kill him. Just to get there, but there we go. And that'll trigger this dialogue here, and we've killed them. Now that we've done all these things, we're going to go to Mount Casca. We're in the middle section here, and we're going to go to the second hideout here. Now we've entered, we're just going to make our way to the far left and talk to the head honcho guy right here. And we're going to help him out. And we gotta go find Joan and Timothy and teleport them like we've done before. So Joan and Timothy are actually going to be back in Kasky, which you can see here. And they're in this house right next to this one here. We're going to enter. Where we see them both. Pull out the teleportation spell. And let's get them out there. Dialogue here a little bit. We're going to choose Timothy here. It doesn't really matter though which one you choose. And there goes Timothy. And this is where he'll give us the next hideout, which will be in Kajanto Peak. And the password will be Death to Henry. So we're going to have to work towards this next. Well, we only have a few quick things to do before we can get into the third and final area, which is up at Kajanto Peak. And we're just going to basically work our way there. And we're starting off in Darkov here. We're going to go into this house right here, next to this pit. I didn't show you very much, but I will again. And this woman's going to ask us to help her husband. And we're gonna help him. Sort of. Sort of. No promises. So it's right next to this pit here. We're gonna go down to this pit to help. And we're gonna go into this house right here. And here's the man. And we're just gonna use this Hellfire ability on him. And as you can see there, he turns into a demon. And that's the first part here. Now what we're going to do is we're going to finish up that skeleton quest line from earlier. You'll see what I mean in a minute. So we're at the top of Kajanto Peak. And the door that we need to go into the next area is to our right there. We're going to go to the left. Here we're going to find the skeletons. And they're just going to talk to us and give us a present. We're just going to go through this dialogue here. And here's where we get this new ability, or improved ability I should say, where it's going to turn the Raven into this flying like demon thing. And it's just a bit of an improved ability for us moving forward. Hideouts to access the third peak Kajanto. This is where we start the mission. We're going to go into this door here. And we'll have the code hideout here. What we're going to do is we're going to talk to that very first guy that was in the door there. And this guy will give us a quest to stop Tancred on the shores as they arrive by boat. And this is through the evil place. We've started this mission, so you only do 3 far in and go to all 3 base locations. So we have this third giant right here. Now we're heading to shores of summon this guy. We're starting area, the very first area you came to, or started in the game. And we're just going to walk really far to the right. And I used this bird, he's pretty helpful. And I recharged my mana because we're going to need to use it. We're just going to the far right side here. First thing we need our mana for is I pulled up the Thunderstorm ability. This thing, and what we're going to do is we're getting there. Which is fantastic. As you can see, here's our troops ready for us to roll up to go fight with them. You'll see that there's a ship on screen with Tancred and his men. And what we're going to do is we need to use the Thunderstorm ability. I made sure the ship was in sight. It likely doesn't have to be, but what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to use it. Get a little, and when I used it right away, so it affects. We're going to use it as well. So you'll see here, you're charging your ship to also sink the boat. You can see it's sunk there in the background. Don't have a good view on it. I'm just going to see. I just need to finish off Tancred here. Not really no one down there. We're going to hit him really quick. And what he's going to do is he's actually not actually killing him. We're just finishing off this battle, and he's going to run away. We've got to go chase, go find him. Now that we've dealt partially with Tancred, we're back at the third location, and we can see that the cultist here will now talk to us. We've earned enough favor, and we need to bring him Julius. To find Julius, we're going to go to Darkov during the day. You should know where Darkov is by now, but if you don't, I don't mind showing you. It's just this area here in the middle of the map. And we're going to go into the cathedral. It's just daytime here when I'm going into the cathedral. We're going to get our teleportation spell ready. Now we're gonna teleport. This is what we have to do to bring Julius to him. This one, there's no choice. It's just we're quickly killing Julius to move on with the hard difficulty. And the next thing we're going to have to do is go down to the bottom left of the map and enter a door that is now open. For this next part, you're going to have to go to the bottom left of the map to Combleton Cemetery. And what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to talk to Robert in the purple robe. And Robert, you won't want to talk to him if you haven't done the ultimate weapon achievement / guide yet. You'll want to get that weapon first. If you haven't done so already, I recommend stopping, going to the far right, breaking that wall, and getting the ultimate weapon. But I have done that in another guide as well. Once you're all set though, you can go ahead, talk to Robert. And what you're going to do is you're going to start an assault on Darkov. And in this assault, you're going to kill Tancred. And then you're going to come to a point where Robert's got the book and he's excited. And he's going to ask you to bow before him or kill him. And to do the ultimate playthrough, you're going to have to kill him and take the book. And once you do this, you can move on to the next step. Now it's time to move on to the final boss battle. And if you haven't done so already, this is just done in the middle of the map where that red square is above Arcos Underpass. It's just where the starting castle is when you first learn about the seals and have to break them. We're going to just go ahead and enter. And the first time you do that, a lot of ghosts will come out when you open it. And I had opened it, I had saved, made sure I had all my supplies. And what I would recommend doing is, you'll see I have 5 of those. They're like the half and half health mana potion things. This is the guy you'd normally fight, which you can see in my regular playthrough boss battle fight. We're going to use the book we got from Robert, open a portal, and our real boss is going to kill that guy. Our real boss fight, I should say. Time for us to enter and fight him. So there's something I suggest doing. All of his hits will take out half your health if you have 8 health bars like I do. 8 health bars. So what I did was I used the Hellfire so you can take down his tentacles from a distance, but I also use shields. The shields will stop you from being too hit. This is something, and I found this made a huge difference on the battle. But the battle is really hard, so I'm going to teach you a couple of things. So you'll see these tentacles always coming at you. I just try to dodge them, otherwise you have to hit them a lot to make them shrink. But for these parts, when he's right here going up and down, you want to get nice close in his face to hit him. This is where you can see the big tentacle attack coming at us. I just sit back from a distance, take all these one row of tentacles down with Hellfire. Then he becomes available to hit again, so we're going to rush up and hit him. You'll see these tentacles coming in from... Right, the fire attack always comes first. I always had a hard time dodging this. You can see at an aim used any time to do that ability where I'm taking some of his health and giving it to me. And then that's when the tentacles come from the air, so I just tried to make sure I was moving back left and right, left and right, left and right, so I wouldn't get hit from them. And then he becomes available again with these sweeping attacks where I'm just focused on trying to hit him. Then you'll see these tentacles coming in, and I have 5, well you can have 5 potions total, but it takes a long time to use them. So right there, there's a period of time where you can see I use an ability, but where nothing's going to hit you. So you want to look for those gaps, those where you won't get hit. Even if you have to prematurely use a potion, it's better just to get some stuff back to get back on you. Like right then, I tried using potions a couple times, but those are a little too quick so you get hit, so I waited till they finished, then I used the potion. And we're out of Hellfire, so we're just getting that back again, but the boss is almost done, and then we can really quickly move on. So look for those pockets to take potions, and make sure you're always using those potions and make use of them. They'll replenish if you die. Use Hellfire to take out those rolling waves of tentacles, and just try and get in his face and take him down. Here's our sort of final cutscene. And you'll notice this one will be different than what you may have seen before if you've beaten this. We have our book. And we can kind of see we've went into this straight up evil evil person vibe. And that's the end of the game. Good luck.